Hey guys, this is Heather the Crochet Witch. How are you guys doing today? This is week number 4, the final week of the Movie Marquee Challenge for August that I'm doing with Sandy from Crochet Canada. Hi Sandy. This is a yearly challenge if you have not been around and checked this out before that we're doing. To briefly describe it, I'm going to try to keep it brief because as I've mentioned in the other videos that I've done tonight, this room is getting mega hot. So mega hot that I actually have something to drink tonight. And you'll actually see me drinking it. I try not to do that a whole lot, but it's pretty warm in here. Anyway, getting back to the subject at hand. It's a yearly challenge where every month Sandy and I take turns. So every other month I draw, every other month she draws. Movies that we had selected at the very beginning of the year and folded up and put into, I have a little cauldron, she has a little Canadian hat, and we fish out a movie title. We show you guys the poster for the movie, whichever movie it may have been. A lot of mine are very nostalgia based for me, like my favorite movies or my first movie that I ever bought, which was actually this month. Like it was my first DVD that I bought for myself, like with my own money kind of thing, once I started getting DVDs. And just, favorite movies, classic movies, that kind of thing. And then we make a project related to the colors in the poster. Whatever we find inspiration in the colors, we take and we make a poster out of. And I have a guest. One moment. Hello, peeking David. Just gonna peek. Okay, I guess he was just peeking. Anyway. So then we make a project, I think I already said that, related to the colors, and we take the month to do so. Sandy has been making all sorts of interesting things. I know there was a wall hanging, there was bags, there has been several wearables. She did make a blanket. Lots of different things. 8 different things. It's 8 months. I have been doing blankets because I like making blankets, because I find that I use an awful lot of my collection that way, and that's been like one of my goals that I've been using this for, is to make, well, not only obviously to have fun and to do something with my friends, but to use up my collection. I have tried not to buy anything. I think I have successfully done that. I did use one yarn that Tina had sent me, but I haven't bought anything for these projects at all. Yeah, I haven't bought anything. And I've also been trying to size down the blankets instead of making like king or queen size blankets to like totally burrito up in. I have been instead trying to make like smaller, like teaching myself that it's okay to make a smaller size blanket, a baby blanket, a throw blanket, or a lap blanket, or, whatever kind of blanket it is that isn't ginormous. I've been making some that I kind of call like cozy size or snuggle size, that are like, they're bigger than lap blankets, because like what I like to do is if I'm sitting there and my feet are up, I want it to cover my feet, but I want it to cover like around my lap, but I want it to cover up to like my chest. So if I want to pull my arms in and snuggle under it, but it's not really like big enough to be like on a twin bed either. So it's not a full size blanket, but it's cozy size, right? I guess it's a throw. I guess it is. Anyway, So with that all being said, we also have links. I have a link down below for both of our Facebook groups. We invite you guys to also make something. It doesn't have to be a blanket. It doesn't have to be what me or Sandy are making. It can be anything you guys want. I know there's a lot of squares being made. There are some blankets being made. There's like scrap baskets being made in the colors each month now. There's been some amigurumis at random. There's been wearables. There's been a lot of different things. They've been really cool to see like what inspires people, what colors inspire people, that like what colors you pick and choose from out of the movie posters. And I think a lot of people have also been using this as kind of a way to use things out of your collection and get things gone. And, you know, maybe you'll look at a certain movie poster and look around and be like, what do I have that I could, you know, make work? So it's kind of a good thinking exercise for the month also, like what will work, like where can I find this color in the poster, you know, that kind of thing. So what the movie is this month, it was my pick. And like I've already said, it was the first DVD that I ever bought for myself. I loved this movie so much, especially when I was younger. 1 second. Get rid of that notification. Sorry about that. The movie is Dude, Where's My Car? I really loved it. I'm going to try to hurry through this because my battery is dying now. Great. So it's Dude, Where's My Car? There's a lot going on, as you can see. Like, the movie is all over the place also, and so is the color palette and what's going on in the movie background, or the poster background, and everything. So there was a lot to choose from. So what I did was I had Hobby Lobby clearance, quite a bit of it, obviously, from years past and from this last year also. And just a lot of sale yarns that were either one-off skeins that I didn't have like multiples of, or they were what I consider a scrap skein, which is just maybe I've used a little bit of it, but it's mostly a full skein. So I picked a main color, which was a Hobby Lobby color that I had grabbed. It was stone washed. It was in the color, I believe it was mint lace was what it was called. And I'll show you in a second, I promise. And then I picked the scraps or the one-ofs, and I picked a couple of Joanne Big Twist values. I picked a green, and it's the color emerald. I picked a blue in the color dark denim, and then I picked a scrap in the color, it was orange. I think it is in the color varsity orange. And I had a random like goldish orange of another Hobby Lobby clearance that was Craft Makers, their value yarn. It was a gold color. I can't remember the name of it. It wasn't gold, but I only had a couple skeins of it. So if you look at the movie poster, the picture goes down and then it almost like pixelates into like hexagons, right? So I've been doing hexagons and joining them as I go with the continuous join. Yes, you can do the continuous join as a join as you go blanket for hexagons. You could do the continuous join as a join as you go for squares too. You don't have to do the big border around them. I really need to make a few different videos on that. I know I need to get on that. So here's the way it ended up, and this is the mint lace stonewash, which is kind of like the clouds. The green is the green of Ashton Kutcher's jacket. The orange and the gold are the two tones of the words in Dude, Where's My Car? And then the blue is where the blue fades up into a dark blue at the top of the video. And then I think I already said the stonewash is the main color, and that is the clouds in the background behind the guys. So here is the full blanket. I left the peaked border at the top, but I did half hexies on the sides. And there's the length of it. And I left it the peaks at the bottom also. I was going to do a border, but I actually really liked it like plain like this. I'm going to put a picture in over here of the hanging blanket. And it is what I consider like a cozy size again. It's a nice soft blanket. And as you can see, if I can just not spill my water, but get it close to you, the continuous join, what I love about it, makes this nice, like here's the back, and here is, it's just a nice flat join. It looks like it's been sewn, but it hasn't. It looks from the front like it's been sewn. There's just this very like thin ridge. It's not even a ridge, it's just looks like it's been sewn over. Like, I don't know if that's called a mattress stitch. I don't know what it's called in sewing terms, but it's just a really barely noticeable raise. And that's it. That's all this join does. And it's all over the blanket. It's a nice thin blanket without ridges, without, you know, anything. I love it. There's obviously no borders in between them now. I love it so much. I hope you guys like it too. It reminds me of a very like, it reminds me of like a pair of like 70s jeans that have been patchworked up. I also really like that. And yeah, just used up like one-ofs or scrap skeins. And I think I used all of my Hobby Lobby collection of these, except for maybe 2 skeins, all of my skeins except for 2. So that was my blanket. It'll be Sandy's turn to choose in a day or 2, depending on when this video comes out. So I will be back with a reaction to what movies she picks. Hopefully you guys are going to join along. Like I said, the links are down below to our Facebook groups if you have Facebook and you want to post away. You can even do your own movie if you don't like the movies that we pick and just post a poster of your inspiration. But hopefully you're having some fun with us. I'm having a lot of fun doing this. I'm really happy that Sandy came up with this idea. And yeah, I'm going to end it before my battery decides to end it. But yeah, I will be back with you very soon. And I'm going to charge up my battery and I still have another video to do. So I will talk to you soon. All right. I love you guys. I hope you're having a really great start to the week. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.